January 1596, and the English had finally made it to the mainland New World. And this marked the centennial year of when English boots first set foot in the New World, way back when, albeit their navigator and captain was an Italian. But as things would turn out, this anniversary would not be marked by anything worth celebrating, because now it was Sir Francis Drake who was leading the way, and at every turn, he had made nothing but mistakes so far. So let's recap how things have gone so far. 1 humiliating defeat in the Canary Islands. The death of one of their leaders. 1 undermining capture of a landing party, who spilled the beans on all the plans of the expedition. 1 brutally devastating defeat in the harbor of San Juan, with 400 Ingloids, both drowned and barbecued. And at least 10 ships lost, if not more. The first town he invaded, Nombre de Dios, was largely deserted. Word had spread that he was around, so Drake found next to no booty or loot anywhere. But what he was really looking for was access to a road. Centuries before the building of the Panama Canal, it was the Spanish El Camino Real, the royal road that connected the Pacific to the Atlantic. And at the end of that road was the place that Drake referred to as the treasure house of the world, Panama City. After waiting for 2 weeks for a ransom that never came, Drake decided to burn the city. Then, Drake sent his brand new second-in-command, Thomas Baskerville, to reconnoiter the Camino Real. And he marched off to Panama with about 750 men. But on their 3rd day of marching, they came across a Spanish roadblock. On one side of the road was a deep drop, and on the other was a high hill that overlooked everything. The Spanish were entrenched on its summit with cannons and muskets. And in the middle of all that was the Spanish field commander, Alonso de Sotomayor. He was going to make sure that the English would be paying the piper if they wanted to get through. With a roar, the English stormed the hill, but the Spanish had chosen their ground carefully. 3 or 4 charges up the hill met with the same fate: disaster. And on the 3rd attempt, Baskerville's own brother was cut down by Spanish musket balls. It was then that he realized that the Spanish were not going to be beaten here. The English retreated, leaving the slope littered with English corpses.
You bastard!
Buenos días, señor.
With their morale flushed down the toilet, they went back to the coast and weighed anchor. This defeat marked the bitter end of Drake's pirating career. Before heading back to England, they made a pit stop on an island off the mainland coast to fetch some water. But even this would prove to be yet another disaster. With so much disease on board, Drake only had about 37 men left, fit enough to send on shore and search for water. They tried drawing water from a nearby river, but were attacked and slaughtered by a gang of freed African slaves. Only a few of them made it back to the ship to tell Drake that they couldn't fetch any water. Only a few days later, Drake himself died of really bad diarrhea, leaving the crew to carry on without him. So after chucking Drake's body, the crew tried to make a beeline back to England, but the Spanish still weren't done with him yet.